The advanced series, advanced communications. When a speaker actually starts his advanced communications, it means that he has already completed his understanding of the basic communications, competent communication. He has completed his C1 to C10, and now most of his speeches have gone more detailed. So does the details, so does the speeches, so also harder the evaluation, because this evaluation was really hard to write. Today's Thomas's topic was entertain your audience. Basically, my definition of entertaining your audience is write a speech that can make the audience go, haha. With his speech, he presented us with a trip to Paris. At first, he described a description like beautiful scenery, beautiful buildings, beautiful people, and he went to a bar looking for imperfections of the city, don't know why. And he met a guy who actually talked about the before and afters of beating his wife. Now, this is a very descriptive speech. He was telling a story. So he actually brought to life with his lively accents, as we all know, the Italian accent, whatever, and also his lovely body language. He walked all over, he used the entire room as a stage, which I think is a very big plus. And also, let me see. Oh, he was very good at creating tensions in the speech. A lot of the speeches he actually said different descriptions and said, far away, see a guy that was really, really fat. Stuff like that. Like adding descriptions, adding twists, adding surprises. I still need to recall the details. Also, I need to say a very good technique that he used in the beginning is the inclination of voice. First of all, usually when a speaker talks very slowly, the audience actually listens in and actually tries to pay attention to what I'm saying. Because when your voice is small, the audience will try to listen closer and say, what is he saying? What is he saying? And then he started raising his voice more and more until the end. He raised his voice so high that it actually went to a very high level. What this does is, in the beginning, when you start with a low voice, it pulls the audience in. And then as you raise your voice, you actually also raise up the emotions of the audience. So it was a good warm-up to your speech. So it was a very good technique that I used. But of course you have different points to actually improve on, because as you've noticed, even though it's entertaining your audience, most of the audience only start laughing at the very end of the speech. I'm not saying that his speech isn't entertaining, it is. But there are different points that can be improved to let the audience laugh more. First of all, I think one is the structure. I think the structure was a little bit unclear. Even though it's a descriptive speech, you can add in actions. Like maybe the man actually stood up, actually sat back down, and that can be a turning point in your speech. Add in more transitions in your speech can make your points clearer. And also, when you had the chair in, you're trying to create a room. You're actually recreating the bar. I know my time is up, but I have to finish this. When you're recreating a room, you have to be consistent. If you're a guy sitting there and a guy sitting over there, you have to try to move around to reach the guy to talk to him. And also, when you're sitting here talking to the guy is over here, and you're over here. So you have to keep moving around to keep that image with the audience, to keep that image in the audience's head. Because you can't expect the audience to do all the thinking. You have to perform everything to make the audience understand clearer. Otherwise, they might get confused. Also, one last point is, I think you have to differentiate your narrating and your speaking better, because I think the narration part and the acting part was a little bit too close together. There wasn't really a pause in between to make us understand, so a lot of the audience were confused, I think. So just improving on these points, I think, can work on your speech a lot better. You're already a very good speaker, definitely, and everybody can see that. Also, I think in this speech you improved a lot, so keep moving on in this direction and keep focusing a little bit more on the details, because you're an advanced speaker now. So learning more and more and talking more and more, you'll become a more and more better communicator. So back to GE. All right.